Hi besties, it's Tori and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a little impromptu book haul. So originally I wasn't going to film this. I was going to wait until a few months from now when I had a large array of books because I just recently posted a book haul like literally 2 weeks ago. But I've had a bit of a shopping problem and my besties on Instagram said that y'all wanted this video. So you asked and you shall receive. So today we're just going to be doing a book haul of everything I bought in the last 2 weeks. There's probably like 15 books here because I have a problem, but it's fine. At least I know that it's a problem. So with all that being said, most of this is Barnes & Noble and Amazon. So we're just gonna go through all of my recent purchases really quick. You know, talk about a bunch of new releases. I know there's still a ton more really exciting books coming out in the month of April. So I mostly do film a lot of like mini book hauls and book unboxings and all of my like weekly vlogs and reading vlogs. So if you want to be a little more up to date with the books that I'm getting, make sure you stay tuned for all of my like weekly vlogs and my reading vlogs that I do. But with all of that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my face. Check out all my socials down below, including my Goodreads and my Amazon book wish list. And let's get into today's book haul. Quick disclaimer, I know the lighting isn't perfect. I'm kind of playing around with it. I just rearranged my room and so this is a completely different setup and all of my lights are kind of hitting me at different angles. So if it's a little like washed out or just a little off, I'm gonna continue to work on it, but we're just, you know, we're gonna be working with this for today. So I'm going to start with my one special edition and then we're going to do new releases and then we'll do just like random books that I've ordered from, just, you know, because like I said, I have a problem. So to start off, I have a Fate Inked in Blood. This is the probably smut edition. I am a subscriber to multiple book boxes and probably smut's book this month was a Fate Inked in Blood, so this is their edition of it. It is a hardback. They don't typically do hardbacks, so I'm obsessed with this. It is there's like no dust jacket, it's just a naked book, and then there's just these like blue end papers. Nothing too crazy special about it. I do love the cover though, and I don't have this book yet. I was actually waiting because I think the Bookish box is also doing a Fate Inked in Blood soon, or they already did it, so I didn't want to buy like the OG version unless I love this book, then I will go ahead and buy that version. But this just came in the mail, I think literally yesterday, and I think it's absolutely stunning. If you have read this, please let me know if you like it. I've heard really good things, but I haven't gotten into it yet. All I really know is that it's a romantasy. That's literally all I know about it. But we do have a Fate Inked in Blood, and this is, like I said, the probably smut edition. So next I have a stack of new releases, and I have even more new releases coming literally in the next 2 weeks. We have Taming 7 coming out, which is my most anticipated read of the year. I have my Waterstones edition of Powerful coming. I have multiple editions of Funny Story coming by Emily Henry. So like I said, definitely keep an eye on all of my reading vlogs and stuff if you want sneak peeks of the books before my next big haul, which I'm sure there'll be another one way too soon. But let's just get into all of the new releases. All of these I got from Barnes & Noble. First is the most recent release, and that is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I have heard the most amazing things about this book. I've actually never read Elsie Silver before. She typically does like small town cowboy romance, but I believe the series is Billionaires and Single Dads. I think that's what the whole series is. So this is the very first in her new series. This is the Rose Hill series. And like I said, book one, I'm literally obsessed with the cover. Love it so much. I think it's so cute and I actually cannot wait to get into this. This might be my first Elsie Silver book. I might decide to read this before I start Chestnut Springs, but I love the cover. I think she's beautiful. Next we have The Rule Book by Sarah Adams. This is the like second interconnected book to the cheat sheet. Once again, I've never read Sarah Adams before. I know a lot of people love her books When in Rome and Practice Makes Perfect, but I just haven't gotten to them yet. I have an extensive TBR, and so I just haven't gotten to everything yet, but I did pick this up. I wasn't planning on it, but a lot of people are really excited about it. It just seems like a short little romance. I think this one is, yes, College Exes, and it's Enemies to Lovers and Second Chance. Literally sounds like my cup of tea, so I'm actually really excited about this one. This next release I've heard literally not a single soul talk about. I haven't read the first two in the series yet, but I do own them. But of course, I had to buy the next one because that's just how book girlies are. So that is A Vicious Game. This is by Melissa Blair. This is part of the Halfling saga. The first book is A Broken Blade, and then the second one is A Shadow Crown. I've heard really good things about the first book, but I've heard literally nobody talk about this being a new release. So I'm super excited about this series. I cannot wait to finally get into it. I think these covers are so cool. I love the holographic like lettering. But this one is, once again, I believe a romantasy series. I don't know if it's YA or adult. I don't really want to read the back because I don't want to spoil anything for myself, but I did end up picking this one up as well. This next one has gone actually a little bit of controversy, and that is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. This is a Omegaverse romance, so that means it's like werewolves and vampires type of vibe, kind of like Twilight-ish, I guess. But I love Twilight personally, so I feel like I might like this. I know there either people have been obsessed with this book or they have a dislike for it very strongly, but I'm super excited. Once again, another very popular, famous author that I've never read anything from. I own multiple of her books. I just haven't bit the bullet, you know? I get nervous to read super overhyped books because I don't want to be disappointed. But I did pick this up and I am actually very intrigued by it and very excited. A few of my favorite YouTubers have been loving this, so we will see once I finally get to her. This next one my sweet amazing boyfriend actually bought for me, and that is the Barnes & Noble paperback exclusive of A Ballad of Never After. I obviously have this book in like 2 other versions already, but Barnes just came out with their paperback edition. And then I also have the Barnes & Noble paperback exclusive of A Curse for True Love. No. Take that back. Once Upon a Broken Heart, I have the paperback exclusive. And so obviously once A Curse for True Love comes out, I want them all in these exclusive versions because I don't think they sell Once Upon a Broken Heart in this version anymore. So it's kind of like a not really luxury, but a delicacy type of item, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's like a collector's thing. I'm really weird about having like 50 million versions of my favorite books, but I love this version. I think it's stunning and I cannot wait to see it next to Once Upon a Broken Heart on my shelves because I've just had it in a little stack so I could film this haul for you guys. But I love this book so much. It's such a good series. I highly, highly, highly recommend. If you've never read Stephanie Garber, you have to. I've not read Caraval series yet, but it is very high on my like mental TBR. I want to get into it so bad, but I just feel like we're going into like spring summertime, so I've kind of been in like my romance era, so I'm putting a bit of a hold on like the fantasy, but I am excited to get into Caraval. Anyways, I have this book. Our final new release is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is so high on my freaking TBR. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I've literally heard that this is like some people's favorite book of the year. Like, people have gone that far that it's that amazing, that great. A lot of people have given it 5 stars, 6 stars. I'm so excited for this book. I think it's literally stunning. I think it's literally just a beautiful cover. I love how vibrant and summery it is. It's a very different concept if I understand correctly. It's like the main characters typically, like when they date people and then they break up, their ex finds like the love of their life right after. So it's like they're the pre-person to finding the love of your life, if that makes sense. I read Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez and I was obsessed, loved it so much, and I cannot wait to get into this one and to read more of her backlist because she is like a fan fave of people, and so I'm so beyond excited to get into this one. Very highly anticipated. Alright, the next 2 I picked up on a recent Barnes trip, and I also actually got my free bag of the year. If you're a Barnes premium member, you get like a tote bag every single year, and this is their new tote for the year. But I actually really like this one. I think it's gonna be perfect for the fall time. But I did get my free tote of the year. And then I also picked up Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. Like I said, I've heard the most amazing things about the rest of her books, and after I loved Yours Truly, I have slowly continued to get more of her books. I think I have 4 in total now, and 3 of them I have not read, so I cannot wait to read this. And obviously if I continue to love her, I will buy all of her other books. But this one is about a traveling YouTuber, which is why I picked this one up specifically. I know a lot of her books are kind of like interconnected a little bit, kind of like Emily Henry, where she has like drops of other characters throughout her books. So I am actually super excited to read this one. I can't remember which all of her books are like interconnected, but I am excited to get into this one, and I think there's 2 that I don't own, but regardless, excited to continue reading her backlist. Then we have a fantasy, and that is For the Wolf by Hannah Witten. This has actually been on my wish list for a while, and my bestie Callie keeps, every time we literally go book shopping together, she's like, oh, there's that book you've been wanting, and I'm like, okay, fine, after you say it 50 times, I'll just buy it, you know, like, don't pull my leg or anything, I'll just snatch her up. So this is a fantasy. It has like I think they're called heckled. I could be so wrong, but I think that's what those edges are, where like the pieces of paper are kind of like old-timey and they're like distressed and stuff. The back says, the first daughter is for the throne, the second daughter is for the wolf. I have absolutely no clue what that means, but I'm excited. I love a good fantasy, especially if there's romance. I don't remember if there is, but I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. Alright, these next 2 I've been seeing on TikTok. So the first one is The Sunken City by Emma V.R. Noy? Don't know how to say the last name. I'm so sorry. I hate butchering names, as you guys know. But this is a romantasy, I believe. I don't remember what this one's about, but I kept seeing the author pop up on my For You page. She's a indie published author, so go check her out, go support small indie authors. But this has literally been popping up all over my For You page. I've heard so many good things about this, and I'm super intrigued by it. It looks like it has things to do with pirates and magic. I'm here for it. All in. I'm all in. So I picked up The Sunken City. And then another one I've seen pop up here and there. I just kind of saw it laying on a table, like a romantasy table at Barnes & Noble. And I'm like, that cover looks familiar. Read the back and I was like, I have to have it. That is A Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. I think I recently saw a YouTuber talk about this one too. And this one is a epic fantasy romance trilogy. And it says, captured by the King of Darkness, she was forced to find the light within. This, I think, the second book just came out, if I'm not mistaken. So I wanted to pick up the first one before I got the second. This is the Sacred Stones. I think it's going to be a trilogy. So I did pick that one up. Next, I have the OG hardback of Once Upon a Broken Heart. This is the only one I don't have in the trilogy in hardback version. I've had such a hard time actually finding this. Anytime I try to buy it, it's like out of stock everywhere. So I finally got the hardback edition so that I can add it to my ever-growing collection. Like I said earlier, I have obviously read this whole trilogy. It's one of my all-time favorite trilogies. I literally have a tattoo for it. I love it that much. So I finally got this just to complete my hardback collection. And then the final 2 books for my haul are Children of Fallen Gods and then Mother of Death and Dawn. The only reason I picked these ones up finally is because Carissa Broadbent's books are being traditionally published, and these are the indie paperbacks, and I have the indie version of the first book, which is I think A Daughter of No Worlds maybe. And so I wanted these to match that edition before these are no longer independently published and they get picked up by the publisher. So I ended up picking up the last 2 in the trilogy. I love Carissa Broadbent's A Serpent and Wings of Night and the 6 Scorched Roses novella for that series, and so I can't wait to continue that series and then start this series as well. I've heard amazing things. I think a lot of people don't love the second one, which I think is Children of Fallen Gods maybe. I don't remember which one is the second. Yeah, Children of Fallen Gods is the second book in the series. But I've heard that's not everyone's favorite, but the first one is supposed to be like really good. And all of Carissa Broadbent's books are on Kindle Unlimited if you're not wanting to fork out the money for these, because they are a little bit pricey since they are independently published, but you can read them on KU. I'm a Kindle Unlimited girly through and through. I love my Kindle with my whole entire being, but I picked up these 2. Alright besties, that is the like roughly 15 books or so I have picked up in the last 2 weeks. I know, yes, that is crazy. Like I said, have a shopping problem, especially when it comes to books. I just find myself in bookstores way too often and I end up just buying anything I can get my grimy hands on. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little impromptu book haul. I always love filming for you guys, and I always miss you guys when I haven't posted in a while. I do apologize for there not being a Wednesday upload this week. If you saw my Instagram story, I've just been super busy, and I'm in the process of working on a super long reading vlog, so look out for that. It will be coming next week, I promise. But with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you're having an amazing day or night wherever you are in the world. I love you to the moon and Saturn, and I will see you in my next video. Make sure you check out all my socials down below. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, besties.